And we're back.
And we're back.
Here we are. We're back.
Yo, what it do, fans? Your boy Jared's back on the podcast. I've been out for a minute, I got to do my time. I was locked up. They got me held down, but I'm free, you know what I'm saying? I'm back.
What's wrong
Look
with
at these
you?
smiles y'all got on your face. I'm back. What you doing taking pictures over there, bitch? You better cut that shit out. Boys in the pit will fucking snatch that from you, dog. Hey,
This is the first time he's had a significant amount of carbs in a while.
Yeah, he's
I think
fucking.
he's like a child before they go to sleep.
Yeah.
Just all,
Who? What?
and he's gonna crash.
I'm gonna put $1 down that he's asleep by the end of the podcast.
I had a rare hamburger.
Your eyes are
Friday.
less open than they
Yeah,
were
dude.
earlier.
Oh no, I'm fucking tired, dude.
I think you're high on Domino's,
Oh, dude.
That's the thing, man.
dude. No doubt.
It's called weed, brother.
Weed, brother.
That's why I ate that whole pizza, man. I'm fucking high, dude.
Fucking high, bro.
Put on some Skinner, man.
Well,
Free Taco Bear. You're back. You're in captivity again.
In captivity.
Yeah, you were free, and now you're back in the zoo.
this is the zoo.
Get it? Because,
Get it? Because it's not your dog.
You done?
Are both of you done?
I'm just getting
I
started.
didn't even say anything.
You like that misquote? Come on.
I was just going to leave it there, but I was like, wait. Oh, wait.
Oh, wait. Was she
We
a
want
big
to
fat
welcome
girl?
you guys to a new segment here on Stormwater Creek Podcast where we drink whiskey and we talk about it. Like we know what we're doing, but we don't.
That's new.
One of us knows what
Pour
he's
that
doing.
shit up, motherfucker.
Pour your own.
Spin that shit up, Cinderella. Cut it up, Cinderella.
Yeah, exactly.
What is this?
Why don't you tell us while we're pouring?
Jordan picked it. Whoever picks a bottle should
But
read the label.
But here's the deal. Jordan picked this.
He's going to read the label, and then we'll
Why
talk
don't
about
you
it. We'll get to it. But he can.
You know I can't read.
Why
You
are
don't know talking good like you,
Why
man.
are you doing this to the boy?
That'll still forever be my favorite thing ever. Is our friend's
gosh.
wife, who's a teacher, was drunk one time. I was talking about reading a book, and she just looked at me with the
Genuine
most
eyes.
but the most serious look she could possibly give me, and she goes, "You know how to read? Not you read. Like, I'm amazed that you actually read books, but like you know how to
you
read.
have the ability to read.
You can read?
You can read.
Oh,
All
you
right.
can read.
Abe with Spinderella. Jordan, read your whiskey label.
So this is Goodwood, and
Yeah, it is.
it's a honey ale barrel finish. Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, finished in honey ale barrels.
Mm-hmm. Flip it around. Where's it from?
Well, it says here, doesn't it? Kentucky?
Yeah, but where?
Louisville, Kentucky?
There you go.
It says right there.
Well, you left that part out.
Oh,
Did
sorry.
he? I thought he. We'll have to check the tape.
We went over. I don't know what I'm doing. Like
Check
I thought,
the tape.
the name
The
says
thing
it all.
I just had you read, you left it out.
Yeah.
There's a government warning. According to the Surgeon General, women should not drink alcoholic beverages.
Found my label. That's old Bill Hicks joke, He's like, when you smoke cigarettes, just make sure you find the ones that say low birth weight. He's like, found my label.
Fair enough.
Just got to avoid the ones that say they give you cancer.
That's good.
It's fucking genius. Hicks is the man, dude.
I'd give it a smell. Everybody give it a smell.
Okay.
I'm double checking.
It's only
mine.
smells.
Mine
Mom's
just
kisses.
says cigarette smoke contains carbon monoxide. The more you know.
Yeah, that's all you need. Smoke them in a well-ventilated area. It's like spray paint.
Exactly. It's totally fine.
It definitely has a whiskey smell to it.
That
Yeah.
smells like brown liquor.
This smells like lacquer to remove varnish from
Yeah,
something.
exactly. I
That's
think
not true
It
at
has
all.
a nice amber. If you hold your glass up, you almost
Yeah.
feel like the guy in Jurassic Park looking at the amber.
No doubt.
Uh-huh.
No doubt.
Clever girl.
Clever girl. Clever girl.
When you enter the property to go to the beloved, Abe can vouch for this. There is a gate very similar to
It's-
the Jurassic Park gate, and at least as big, if not bigger, I guess for cartel stuff.
Dude.
But they you go through this gate and then it closes behind
They
you.
have
and you're like,
flaming like the on the outside of it.
Nice.
It's got like the flaming candle like things.
Y'all
It
talked
is-
about this, and I'm like, I want to go to the Beloved just to see this gate.
It's Jurassic
It
Park.
sounds amazing.
I mean, you see it twice,
Yeah.
and really only once. When you're going in and when you're going out, you're just like, oh,
Holy fucking shit, it's a dinosaur. What the fuck?
you can see some dinosaurs
You
there.
never heard that song before?
I saw a
That's great.
giant alligator over by the golf course.
Wasn't there just
we're not done talking about whiskey.
Yes.
Yeah, we're still whiskey talking.
I didn't. Don't yell at me. I'm not the one that
Hey.
fucking brought up Jurassic Park.
He'll get off when he's done. It's okay.
God
Yeah,
damn it!
come on, man.
I'm tired of this
Hey,
bullshit.
stop sidetracking us.
God damn it, Michael. This is your fucking fault.
Everybody's spicy.
No, that's what oh, God. It's got a... Do you got any Splenda? It's got a oaky afterbirth.
Smoky.
Did he say smoky or
Yeah.
oaky?
Smoky afterbirth.
Smoky afterbirth.
Now gotta look
I
it
like
up.
this. I dare say maybe better than the shit we had last week,
That's
which we
pretty
didn't talk
smooth,
about.
man.
But
Yeah. So this one, it's a brew distillery in Louisville. They make beer and they make liquor. What? A yawn.
They make...
A yawn.
It sounded like you just came.
He really likes his distilleries. Leave him alone.
look, bro, don't
ahead.
judge him.
Wow. It's a true roundtable podcast.
I like the name Bruce Distillery.
It's
like a
and
brew
so this
What do they
one-
call it? Bruce Dillery?
Yeah, because they are a brewery and a distillery.
Didn't it cut its dick off and
Oh.
become a girl?
It'd be funny if they called it Bruce
Jennery.
Stillis. Instead of, it'd be like Bruce Willis, but it's Bruce Stillis. So it's like, oh, brew, and it's a still.
I almost,
Business idea. Business idea.
I can
right
almost
here.
Write it
guarantee
down,
right
write it-
now,
none of y'all
Bruce
take that.
Distillery is already taken.
Everyone that works there has a
There's
bald
no
head
doubt.
and looks like Bruce Willis.
They all have to wear bloody wife
They
beaters.
have to look like different
Exactly.
and no
characters.
shoes.
Dude,
All the bartenders
Yippee-ki-yay.
one day is each
Ev-
if
everything
each
is
live free, die
yippee-ki-yay.
hard or whatever.
my personal Bruce
Yippee-ki-yay.
Distillery bottle would be him, but the top of it is just a ball
GD.
gag
What?
from Pulp Fiction.
Okay.
I get that.
It's really
but-
aggressive, though. We're more going with Die Hard.
What else are you into, buddy?
I mean, I like Pulp Fiction.
Okay.
Hard R.
Maybe we
Dude,
should just wrap
Heavy
this
R.
up.
Heavy R.
Hard R.
Oh,
Heavy
somebody
Oh.
remembered.
Because hard R is pretty harsh, man.
Yeah.
Talking about heavy R.
Hard R will end a friendship and maybe get you fired. Probably get you fired.
What are you talking?
Heavy R
So
probably
moving
just
along,
gets you
this
Hey,
ripped
is
up.
really
hey,
tasty. This
Hey,
is
but
very
you should always look at the
smooth.
bright side. It might also bloom a relationship.
You never know
You never know.
what comes out of the hard R.
Well, I've got a phone call. I got to get out of here,
I
guys.
forgot to vacuum my room.
I've got to take a shower. feel
I didn't
dirty.
flush the toilet. I'll be right back, man.
I think I left my stove on.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's not bad.
It is
So they
tasty.
age this back in. So their beers they age in whiskey barrels. So this is whiskey barrel that had beer in it, and then they put maybe it's just straight oak barrels they put their beer in. I can't recall. But after it's had beer in it, either way they put the whiskey in it. So that's why it's a honey ale finish. So it's kind of some of those honey notes.
You do get a good
Definitely.
honey
It's a good whiskey for me who's a vagina when it comes to this kind of stuff.
note. You look like one.
Walking vagina.
Really aggressive.
And
Highly
I
aggressive.
I enjoy drinking this. This is good. Some things are a little too much, right?
What does too much mean?
It's just like it's got that heavy afterbirth taste.
You know what I'm talking about, dude?
You know what I'm talking
I
about.
don't.
You know when you're got a heavy afterbirth.
It's when you just toss a little Splenda in there.
Yeah,
This
just
is good.
Scotch and Splenda, man.
Yeah.
yeah.
A little bit of scotch, a little bit of Splenda. Oh, my
It's
Scotch.
tasty.
Pretty
It's good. I like it. I enjoy it.
So you mentioned crocodile earlier.
Well, we were talking at the Beloved because there's a big entrance that's
Right.
like the garage, like Jurassic Park. You know, there was a big giant alligator there.
It was an alligator or a croc?
Like
I mean, I guess that's an alligator. Is that an alligator or a croc? I mean, what's...
I didn't see it.
Well, I'm just saying, in Mexico, is there gators and crocs? Is there only
if
gators?
only
Is there
you
crocs?
also had a device that contained all of the world's knowledge.
it could also maybe fit in your pocket.
Well, you're
trying not to use
mentioning
a
you're
clutch.
mentioning
$1 million idea, buddy.
You're mentioning dinosaurs that still are alive. Did y'all see that article about the gators that were like just sunbathing on docks out in Fort Worth?
At
the
Lake
other
Worth?
day?
Oh,
Worth?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
So,
Pretty big son of a gun too, wasn't it?
Big guy, yeah. They estimated him, I think, probably like 8 to 10 feet. That seems like
I mean,
damn
it's-
big.
do you think it's safe to
Dinosaur.
say that there are alligators in every single major body of water in North Texas?
I wouldn't say.
I mean,
Yeah.
I would say close.
I'm not
for
saying
sure.
multiple, but I think there's probably at least a stray
Like, just let loose from somebody having it
No.
in their house?
swimming up the rivers.
Yeah,
I
they,
think,
Okay.
The Trinity.
I think Lake Worth is probably the
But
most
how's it
notable
getting-
one, and maybe even Eagle Mountain, but they're like right next to each other,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah, so they're just...
But I think like that way, a little further west, I think those lakes probably have
Hmm.
some gators out there.
So, like,
But I wouldn't think that most of the other lakes that we're screwing around with.
Like,
around
is
here in
there
North
a-
Texas-
They swear they've seen him at Louisville and Grapevine.
Really?
what's your
Yeah.
what's your your vote? Yes or no? Is there an alligator in Lake Tawakoni right now?
Yes.
Okay.
That's getting east. Absolutely.
Is that the lake I hunted with you,
Yes.
and I couldn't get my boat to move, and then I
Yes.
ran out of gas?
Oh my God! I was talking to Austin about that the other day.
It was great, man.
Ugh. It was-
Those guys had their spread right there.
Dude,
I'm just
what's
like,
fucking on?
the boat won't move. It doesn't want to go anywhere. Well, I'm gonna have to drag it. This is a pain in the ass.
Just right in
Welcome
the.
to duck hunting.
But
Then I got around the corner, just around the corner from them, and then it wouldn't kick over. And I'm like, oh, I'm out of gas. Thankfully, he waited around the corner from me. He's like, what's up? I was like, get that gas can on you, buddy.
Oh, gosh.
It's
To be clear, I'd asked him before, and I was like, hey, man, I don't have a gas can right now. Like,
I had him.
I don't know if there's gas in here. He's like, it's cool. Do worry.
I had you.
Good job,
We were
buddies.
good.
We only saw ducks right before shooting night that day. Everything else was way too far out. It
Yeah,
was fun. It was super cold that morning.
that was a cold morning.
Boats got a lot of ice on them that morning.
There was ice on the boats that morning, and everybody was piled up right there.
Oh yeah, dude. We were in Party Cove. On Lake
Water was
Tawakoni just
low.
then.
Only I think one group was out further around where we teal hunted, and
Like
everybody
behind
else
us.
was just
Yeah.
right at the entrance, and we were the furthest out. And then somebody set up right in front of us, and we're just like, "What are
Public
you?
land hunting, man.
Hey man, you're right there." Like,
Hey man, you left your. Does someone have a Toyota? Found your keys in the parking lot.
hey man, somebody could have had a free Toyota that day.
We could have had a real shitty day.
Hey dude, like I
God.
said, I had my truck. You guys could have hopped in with me. You just
Oh
left
yeah, I
Abe
forgot
there.
you did drive. Yeah.
Dude, that would have been a shitty
Well,
day.
if everyone listening hasn't gathered, this is going to be a roundtable podcast.
Yeah, we're
We've got some things to talk
Today's topic is none of your GD business.
Yeah.
Okay, we're talking about what we want to talk
you
about.
just hang tight.
You want to talk about electric cars? Not today. I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, exactly.
about. Gosh.
Talk about robots. You talk about robots. That's fine.
I think we're going
I
to
think
talk.
everybody's got some news articles kind of pulled up
We-
or some info
We
or
got
something.
some recent news.
Well, I've
around
got
the
news to
world.
talk about these GD robots.
Yeah,
Why is he like this?
Have you
today?
seen T2, dude? Man.
Is this you haven't been here in a few weeks
That's exactly
and
what it
you're
is.
all high on carbs right now?
He's fucking-
Is this just the
Dude, you're saying I'm high. I'm drunk on carbs.
Yeah,
I could go
same-
to sleep right now.
green
Same
jacket.
difference.
I gotta
blazer
drive
jacket.
home after this. This is terrible.
Yeah, that's
Just
why
stay
I'm drinking
here.
this beer to wake me up.
Slamming Megadeth.
Oh yeah.
Did y'all see that Mean Mouth world record that was caught over in OHIV? Mean Mouth being a hybrid.
Oh, I did see that.
I did.
Yeah.
That place is. We were talking about that.
Dude.
It's producing like
Well,
crazy.
we were talking about it when we.
We had homeboy, the fishing guy, kayak tournament guy.
7-pound 9-ounce smallmouth that turned out to be smallmouth largemouth hybrid, which apparently they call mean mouth, which I didn't know till
I
reading
didn't
this.
know that term
But-
either. Yeah, I would just call
Yeah.
it a hybrid.
I
But
do enjoy the mean mouth term.
yeah, that place is just getting bombed lately because a couple YouTubers posted about
like
it.
13 pounders.
They were catching mondos out of there because it was, I think, kind of like a well-kept sort of like secret in Texas. I mean, it was there. You
Now
knew about
it's
it. You go
ruined.
fish. Kind of. That's what I mean. That's
They
what
pulled
happens.
those 2 records out in a row lately. Also, there's 2 largemouth records, like 13, 14
At
pounders.
Ojai? Ojai? Yeah.
It's producing monsters.
Sean went out there recently.
Yeah, I mean,
Said he did pretty good.
him and everyone else is headed that way now. I mean, that's before the 30,
Monsoon season
30
we're
60-day storm came through.
in. I mean, we're
Jesus
up to
Christ.
like 20, 25 inches of rain, right?
No.
In like the last 60 days?
No.
Where are we at?
I was looking last night. Let me look.
15 inches.
Are you just saying numbers?
I'm trying to take some sort of an educated guess. I mean, it's more than 5 inches. We got that in the last 4 days. So is my wife.
That's what I was looking at. Does anybody pick this one up?
Yeah.
I'll say we've had enough precipitation this season to cause
Some
plumbing
wishes.
issues at my house.
May 21, we had 19 of 31 days were wet. Total rainfall for May 2021 was 7.77. That seems crazy.
Mm-hmm.
7 inches of rain?
Yeah.
That seems like...
Way low.
I mean-
Normal's 4.78.
Denton Creek's up 8 feet.
That's Denton Creek's not the lake is. Denton Creek's a creek.
I was going to make somebody look up where Denton Creek is.
It's got a
but
crack.
correct.
May 2020 pales in comparison to the 17 inches we got in 2015. This month doesn't even make the top 5. It doesn't even make top 10.
I feel like I was talking about that recently. Like, I think it was even maybe before 15. Well before 15, actually. That we got so much rain one spring. I was actually out on tour, and I came home, and the Red River had swelled so much that it was running
the
over
bridge. I
35,
remember
and
that.
they shut down 35.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
And it was like, I was going up to Oklahoma, and it's like, oh, I can't get across
No.
the border. Like, I've got no back way either, you know? Like,
Yeah, there's
I'm
not,
going home.
there's
you
only
know?
1 or 2 bridges that cross it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
So, if it's not that bad,
we're 1.78 inches above normal.
we're just getting consistently pounded.
Yeah.
When I say
Yeah.
pounded, it's not like it's not heavy rain days. It's just raining.
It's just, and it,
And we get some days where it's heavy rain, but yeah, it's just been raining. Like, was it Saturday? I woke up and I was like, oh, it's nice. Okay, cool. Well, I got to do some stuff. And you're like, oh, we're going to go to the farm. And I was like, well, I just wasn't even in the mood to try to go fish. I was
Yeah.
like, I don't even want to try this today. I'm gonna cut the grass, you know.
So I got up early Friday morning,
Right.
before meetings, and cut our yard because it was the front yard was tall. Our backyard grows like a crazy.
Yeah.
I got 6 30-gallon trash bags off of our lawn. 6.
God dang.
And then come Sunday, when it said, it may rain tomorrow, we had family over. I was like, hey, y'all give me 20 minutes. I go inside. And I ran the mower over the backyard again, and it rained. And looking out there, I think I can mow again today.
Yeah.
That's how fast.
Madness.
I mowed Saturday, and I don't doubt that by this coming Saturday, it could use it cutting again.
Our front lawn, I've been cutting it too high, I think. I've been down the rabbit hole of
Oh,
proper
yeah, I
grass
went down a little
propagation.
bit. Yeah.
And so how many pounds of potassium, phosphorus. What's your third?
Calcium? No.
Nitrates.
Nitrogen. Yes. How much nitrogen Bermuda needs? So I'm about to heavy nitrogen it and start and lower it some. See if it'll thicken up a little bit. It's been my.
Didn't I tell you about my hole I went down when we were at the gym? I go down. You guys know I go down the hole on YouTube videos.
Yeah,
sometimes.
YouTube for sure.
Yeah, and that's the new job. I don't get to YouTube as much, so I make up for it on the weekends. I went down the rabbit hole of watching dudes who are professional landscapers cutting grass
Yeah.
because it's super satisfying to watch.
Oh.
And these dudes will put in bids with the county for like maybe abandoned homes or something that need to get cleaned up. And I mean, they're going to these spots and it's like 4 foot, 4.5 foot tall yards. And it's just like terrible. And then, yeah, it's a longer video. I kind of skip through because I don't need to watch all that shit. But at the end of the day, it's like, oh, cool. And you cut your grass.
Yeah.
Every guy does this after they cut the grass. You stand back and you kind of like give them a nod like,
So-
this looks great.
Totally.
I have a a window in my shower, like a little small window that looks out of my backyard. And after I mow the grass, I'm taking my shower. I look out there. I'm like, man, I hate mowing the grass. I hate doing yard work. But I look out that window and I'm taking my shower and I'm like,
Satisfying.
man, it looks so good.
I like mowing.
How do you feel after doing your? Oh, never mind.
I have a man who does that for me.
A boy.
He's a man.
So your
Dude,
wife
he's
tells
a
you.
man.
Look, Jesus does a very good
You
job.
don't understand, man. It's therapeutic, man.
I get it.
I mean, I don't
Especially
think
now that I
it's the
got my
same thing like fishing. I don't think about shit when I'm cutting the grass. I've got my headphones in and I'm just walking.
You're
I got
absolutely right.
I got a zero turn now that someone was throwing away and I got it running again. And dude, you want to talk about fun mowing the grass?
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, that zero turn's awesome.
Totally.
Now that
Yeah,
we built our new fence, that gate, I drive right through that new
Big gate.
big
Oh, is
gate.
it wide enough to get through there?
Oh
Yeah.
man, yeah.
It
That was the whole
desi-
point
Yeah, I
of
was
making
to
that
say
big gate.
design.
Yep. It's so nice.
Well,
Yeah, if I keep up with the lawn, I enjoy mowing it. If it's like when it was Friday morning, like
God
my-
damn it.
well, that's
in
what's
the backyard. I was getting 2 stripes before I got a full bag,
That's what sucked about Sunday.
I hate that.
and it was wet, so it was heavy.
Oh yeah.
Wet grass is the worst.
Sunday it
Goes
was
no bueno.
it was overcast, but it still felt great outside. So we're screwing around the house, getting stuff done. You know, we had some people over. I was like, I need to trim the hedges. Hedges need a good clipping. I need I call it the edge up. I need to edge up the house.
Did you go buy a DeWalt hedge trimmer?
Well, I've got the Ryobi stuff.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And so I was like, all right, cool. And it was like $120 for just the hedge trimmer, and then $160 that comes with a battery and a charger.
Exactly.
But by itself, the battery and the charger is $100. And I was
Exactly.
like,
That's
okay.
why I bought mine too.
It's like, cool. Let me go get this. And then we got caught up doing other stuff. And so, yeah, that's the one thing that's bugging the shit out of me right now is the hedges are just
Out of
all
control.
over. Yeah.
I enjoy trimming hedges a lot.
I've got to. I think I'm
OCD
gonna have to
in you.
pull a bunch of
More than
hedges out.
mowing. I get out there and
Shape them.
Shaping.
I don't
Shaping.
think I told y'all this. Speaking of trimming hedges, so with all
I had my
this
foot
stuff,
up on the toilet the other day, and I was trimming my balls.
the other day, I've already known I had a problem with this, but with all this, everything going gangbusters, my whole back in the creek is mostly poison ivy. I looked up the other day, and it has gone up the trees. And I have a tree that I thought was like most of the leaves, like because it's in the creek. I don't really
Yeah, it's
access the creek.
is the creek running pretty hard?
Yeah, it has been. Yeah.
Okay.
It
sorry.
actually looks pretty good.
Continue.
And I was looking into the creek, and I was like, that whole tree, every leaf on there is poison ivy. The whole way up. You know how big those trees are? All the way to the top of the tree is poison ivy.
Jesus.
It's crazy.
Burn it.
Dude.
No.
Yeah, that's...
I mean, light it and walk away.
You need to get way far away, because like, it'll...
You're just trying to do the action movie shit. Was an explosion, you're just walking away from the explosion.
Yeah.
You can't do that, man. You don't even
Why
do
not?
yard work. What are you talking about burning shit down?
That's why you have a fire department, right?
It's just super great. It was crazy
If
to
you
me.
inhale poison ivy, it'll tear you up.
Yeah,
I'll have a
like,
gas
it'll-
mask on.
No, it'll whip your ass.
Everyone's got masks on right now, bro.
Yeah,
Nah, bro.
Not me.
Not me.
I'm vaxxed
you're waxed.
and
I
waxed.
identify as it.
I'm a
I
trans.
identify
I'm a
as
trans
vaccinated.
vaxxer. My pronouns are vaxxed and no mask.
Neat.
Should we
The other
read
thing
that?
is, y'all see those pictures of
What's
Whitney's
that?
garden?
Did you read that on the
Yeah, it's
internet?
going
Yeah, I
crazy.
did.
Dude, we've had so much, like, we have bell peppers in our garden that are some of the biggest bell peppers I've seen. Like, they're huge.
It's wrecked our garden. It's overwatered.
Steph's
Yeah.
parents, shit, their garden's doing really good. And my dad, I went over there last Friday. He had a tub full of potatoes.
Nice.
Potatoes?
Yeah,
Potatoes.
they're growing
Interesting.
potatoes out in their backyard. And he just went over there and just, oh yeah, we just harvested them today. It's a big tub. I was like, oh my god.
That's rad.
It's almost
like
killed
awesome.
our spinach. It's because it holds so much water.
Is your
Yeah.
yeah, I was gonna say yours is right underneath your roof too, right? So it just dumps that.
Ton.
Yeah,
An unbelievable amount of water.
yeah.
Maybe build a little roof for it or something.
Or put a gutter on the side of the house.
Green jacket, gold jacket.
What you
Why
need to
don't
do
we
is
talk about?
build a miniature awning for your garden.
Yes, build an awning.
All
for
the
your
little
garden.
bugs.
Why
can be
don't we
protected.
talk about your usage of a drill recently?
When is that video going
This
out?
is when the clown music starts.
Are we gonna release that
Or the-
video
the
for
video-
everybody to see,
The-
or are we just gonna show that to my friends? Did you get the unedited, the full?
Dude,
I feel like there's.
I was showing Steph's friends came this week, and I'm like, you guys got to watch this video. You got to watch this video.
I
And
showed
then
the
I
guys
saw
at
even better
work.
one though. Her friend Chris was like up on the roof and had an extra ladder because it's like a 2-tier roof, and so he's handing it down to his wife, and he's like, "You got it, you got it." And she's like, "Yeah." And then there's just her. It's on a Ring camera too, which is even better.
Yes.
And she fucking fell over so hard.
Oh,
She
God.
get hurt, but it's just funny to see her like, "I've got it," and then fall over.
Oh,
But yours
No, I
is
don't
10
got
times
it.
better. And
Why
we
don't you
can't.
walk- why don't you walk us
I
through
I don't
the
even know
video?
that we can describe it. I think we can
No.
talk about it.
We will,
but
and
people
then we'll
have
post
to
it.
watch
Oh, we'll
this.
post it.
There needs to be like some TikTok video made out of it where there's like the little kid like being sassy, like, "I got it. I don't need any help."
Well, I was. The problem that was the
Well,
second
okay,
time
No,
I've
no,
done
no.
that.
Don't be
The
running back.
second
Just-
time, dude, you need to stop sharing as much.
That makes it worse.
Well, that's not the second time that happened. I'd
Set the
already
scene.
driven.
No, no, no.
Okay,
set the
so
scene. Set the
Yeah.
scene.
we've.
Jordan,
I've been
toss me that blanket.
working on the Leaky Creek a
cold in
bunch,
here.
and I got a new trailer.
I'm a tropical people.
I lowered the temperature 1 degree from
Yeah.
75 to 74, and he's under his fucking soccer ball quilt.
Well, that's just
That's
a
a-
quilt, brother.
that's a
Normal
super awesome
quilt.
quilt.
My
It is a
grandma
good
made it. Does that make you like making fun of people? You know, like
Sorry.
make fun of old dead people?
Meemaw Brown, my bad. Fuck
Continue
me,
your
right?
story, mutant.
It's Grandma Brown to you, you
Yeah.
mutant.
That's what I called her, Meemaw Brown. Okay, so I have been working on the Leaky Creek 2.0. I got a stand-up handle. I got a
Thank you,
Z-bend
Trish.
handle, and we put a new throttle cable on it.
We posted this in the story,
Yeah.
yeah.
You
Kind of him taking a
check it
run
out.
on it, yeah.
Yeah. So part of that was I got a new trailer, and I wanted to put some trailer guides on there. So
Which
obviously,
are a game changer.
they were badass.
Trailer guys.
Yeah.
Let me put some trailer
I'm
guys.
not even gonna deal with you right
Hey,
now.
I hope you get your boat on here, big boy.
So we game planned as a group on
Game
how we
plan.
should what the fabrication of these should be, and Austin told me I should use some metal conduit. You bolted on
Specifically that word,
with
conduit.
PVC slid over the top, and then a screw to screw the PVC to the conduit so that it doesn't pop off.
Conduit.
Right?
Conduit.
Conduit.
But why
went
did I tell you conduit? Because it's cheap, it's easy to drill,
Correct.
it's easy to work with. These aren't load-bearing items.
Correct.
Just real quick, I want all you listeners to focus on the term, in parentheses, easy to drill. Proceed.
So I go to Home Depot and I decide to buy like 2-inch thick fucking something that you could put 12,000 psi through and
He bought steel water pipe
steel water pipe.
or gas pipe or something.
Yeah, it was gas pipe, I think is what it is. And I mean, you could it's
You can build a shotgun barrel out of it.
I
No
could
problem.
absolutely build a shotgun barrel out of it. So I got that and was
Why?
like, because
After you asked for advice and were given advice. Why did you buy that?
because I thought, wow, this is good and thick, but it's going to be over-engineered.
Did you think that I didn't know that existed?
No.
Did
I
you
just-
think Austin is dumb?
No, of course not. I just was
Do
like,
you think
then
I
why-
meant like, I meant when I said conduit, I actually meant like high test water pipe. That I misspoke. I'm sorry.
Did you see a sign outside his house that says "Dumb motherfucker lives here"? Do you know why you didn't see that sign?
because it doesn't exist.
But anywho, continue.
This is good coffee. So I bought that, right? Whatever. Fuck me. I thought this is going to be good and solid, over-engineered from what I needed. Okay? So then my plan was, the plan you told me was like, we'll just drill a hole through the conduit, run the, 2 holes, run the U-bolt through there, U-bolt to the trailer frame. Okay? Easy peasy. So I get home, and I start trying to drill through it, and I get 2 drilled through. No incident. I got 1 upright just fine.
What were you drilling on?
My tailgate. So,
But hung off the side, right?
Yeah.
clamp
down?
First hole.
Did you clamp it down?
No, it's my hand.
You should just
So
run a
you
C-clamp around to the other side
You
of
just
your tailgate.
laid it in
and
the
clamp it
center
down.
of your tailgate.
That's what you should do next time.
and
No,
just
'cause
start
that'll-
drilling.
Crank down as hard as you can.
That'll fucking put a dent in my
Self-
tailgate. I'm not
Clearly
starting.
doesn't matter. You're
What
using
will
it-
the drill
You're
bit
using it as a
do?
drill.
I
drilling
knew I
bit.
wasn't going to go through both sides immediately. Here's the first step is to drill through
You
the
should have
first one,
used a self-tapper.
which has there's like a little channel that the pipe fit in perfectly, and I can hold it down, and I drilled through. That worked just fine for 2 holes.
Dude, yeah, that's
on the
why they
first
put
upright.
those grooves in your tailgate
For
so
drilling
you can
holes
drill
and
holes.
So
in-
then,
in
once
pipes.
I got through the first hole, I would pull the pipe off so that I wouldn't drill all the way through it, and had no problem doing that twice.
Okay.
Okay?
Next time you hold it all the way around with your hand and just drill straight
Yeah.
through and let your
Okay.
hand
Then that
be
way you
the
know
stop.
He
immediately.
needs to C-clamp it to his tailgate and tight it down as tight as he can
Yeah,
get it.
man.
Yeah. So then I was like, okay, my drill bit broke because I'm drilling through fucking
Your
the
bit
devil's
broke?
hard earth. The bit broke. Yeah. And
Okay, that's fine.
so I was like, okay, I'm going to call it a night. I will get a new drill bit, and I will come back in the morning, and I'll knock this out. Drill right through it. I've done this twice already. So go get my new drill bit,
Picturing it again.
and I put it down on the tailgate again, just rinse and repeat what I'd done, and I'm drilling, and I'm like, man, I bought a better drill bit too, up my game a little bit.
For sure.
Drilling through, and I'm like, man, this thing's just going through like butter. Got to where it like was through, but not all the way cleared out.
About to punch through.
You-
About to punch through.
And you were putting too much pressure on it.
Of course I was, because I'm a
What
No,
spray
it's
were
a,
you
a
using?
common
for it?
mistake. He wasn't using any spray. There's no
no,
chance.
it's spit.
No chance. If at best.
Yeah, no,
There's no lube.
lube at all. So at that point, I'm putting all 205 pounds of my weight on this as
That's
I
not
can.
physically possible unless you're doing a handstand.
Well,
but
I mean, I
continue.
was because I was.
Continue.
No, I wasn't. So it hangs and it hangs again, and then so I'm readjusting and I'm trying to get it going, and then it just fucking.
Wait, no. No. You need to say this a little bit better.
Okay.
It hangs, and you get the drill out.
Yes.
Spin her up.
Finger still on the trigger. Going again, and then you try to go again.
Almost drilling your tailgate.
Because
you missed the hole.
'Cause then the pipe's
never taking your finger off the trigger. Go back into the hole, and then the drill catches and tries to get away from you.
Torque your wrist.
So then what do?
So then I reverse out, I think,
Mm-hmm.
and then it spins the
No,
pipe.
wait,
No.
No. Where does
No.
both your hands end up
on
after?
the drill.
So you decided to let go of the pipe
Yeah.
that's sitting on your tailgate in a groove.
Not in a bench.
In a groove.
We're watching the video recap right now.
Okay.
Hold up your microphone, Jared. So instead of holding the pipe down with one hand because the drill torqued, you said, you know what? I bet this pipe's stable sitting on my tailgate.
This pipe won't go anywhere with this
Because the
plug-in
groove,
electric
the
drill.
fucking
Groove.
groove is there, dude.
The
As long as I
eighth of an
keep
inch
pressure-
deep groove.
As long as I put pressure
It's
on
okay,
it,
man. It's
going
rhino
nowhere.
liner, dude.
So
Bruh.
then, Abe, after you put both hands on this drill,
I
finger
said, "Do
still
you
on the
wanna
trigger."
touch these hands?
what happens?
The pipe begins to make a full rotation, and then at that point I am like, oh shit, and it's like I was electrocuted and I could not.
Has anyone?
I wanted to let go of the trigger so bad, but I could not. I was like, let it go, let it go, let it go.
And you dance around
Because I'm trying to stay.
trying to spin your
I'm
head.
trying to harden myself.
Everybody take it down.
Trying
And your
to
dog
harden
is
myself.
like, And you're trying to keep me alive?
What's this guy's deal?
Cowboy's looking at you, just like, oh,
What the fuck?
that's
So-
great.
He's like, I'm going to tell Mom about this.
Here's the worst. So, like, obviously.
That's such a dumbass.
So, as you can see in the video,
You guys
which
ever seen a helicopter try
we'll
to take
release
flight?
the video on social media so you can see what it is. But as soon as I get it back down on the tailgate, I am immediately
Which I would have loved to seen this part too.
in my brain. I realize there's a fucking GoPro that just captured all of this in a perfect. Like I could not have said I want to do this and done it any better than what happened. And so I'm just drilling, going, oh god, now I have to tell all of my friends this. And this all is proof.
But you
that
don't.
this
I mean,
happened.
it's the same thing. Like, I
that
didn't have
is
the
where
GoPro going with the boat deal and didn't, but I was like, I got to tell them what happened here.
Well, of course.
See,
I mean,
my difference would be I'd be like, oh, whoops, I didn't hit record. Delete.
let me tell you this. That's the shittiest
Nah, we all
thing-
know we would
That's
tell
the
each other.
shittiest thing
Totally.
to do on Earth.
That's the
That's my job, kind of. I'm
That's
not
the
going to tell
unfortunate
anybody.
thing of not. If I didn't have the GoPro set up when I got out of the boat,
Dude,
like
I would
that would have been amazing.
give anything to have seen
That would
you
have
just-
helped us not do this for. That would have helped us do this for a living.
Yeah,
Gone viral.
there's no
viral.
doubt.
Have you bailing out a boat 12 feet from a ramp and going
Yeah.
sploosh?
It's the same thing.
I was just-
I wish
the
I
best
had.
part of that though is like I wish y'all could have been in the position that the game wardens were.
Oh my god!
Because it was like, all right,
wish-
I got to play this off like I meant to do this, but it's cold and I can't really breathe because it sucked all the air out of me, and I'm like, yeah,
I can't imagine.
and I'm paddling, like
my
I'm
God.
kicking with my feet in waders while I'm holding onto the boat. Like I did this on purpose. It was great, man.
I can't imagine.
It just is so good. But that's like, I mean, that's the thing.
how you
Every
figure
single
things
one
out.
of you who is listening to this, every single one of you in this room has done some dumbass shit
Dumb
just like
stuff.
that.
man.
You just didn't have the fortunate
Humility,
nature of
dude.
doing it on the fucking GoPro that the rest of the world is going to see now.
But yeah, my favorite is when people judge that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Like-
like, oh, what's this guy's deal? Like, okay.
Like how many people you judge in traffic, but you know damn
Oh, I've
well that
totally
you've done
done
the
that,
exact
yeah. Oh,
same
yeah,
thing.
it's like-
but you're like, oh my god, I can't believe you try to pull that. Like really?
Yeah, totally. So that was, yeah.
It was good. It was good. I don't know how we got onto that because we were going to talk about news stories, but I'm very glad we did.
We were talking about somebody. I talked shit about something, and they were like, "Oh, I
Yeah.
think I talked shit about maybe your grandma's blanket or something." And you're like, "Oh,
We did.
Yeah, that's exactly how we got on this.
let's talk about you fucking
Yeah,
almost Tanya Harding yourself."
Good reference.
Well done.
I mean, so obviously that had happened a couple days. I'd been over here and never said anything to you guys about that. But then I was like, "Hey, I started pulling GoPro footage from something else from the boat. That's what it was, from the boat run. Because then I'd come over here that day or the next day after the spinning
No, it
pipe.
was a couple days because you texted me. It's like, hey man, I broke my drill.
That's right.
Can we? And I was like, just bring all your debris over and
Yeah.
we'll knock this out.
And so I had already finished all the thing, and we had taken footage of us doing, which everybody has probably seen. If not, it's on social media. Maybe it was a story, so it may not be up there. We'll put it back up there. So we ran the boat with all the new modifications, and it worked out really well. But pulling that footage, I saw it, and I was like, I have to share this with my friends. And so I took the rough, played it on my computer, filmed it on my phone, and that was still
Genius. Just wonderful. It's just wonderful.
I still think the look of Cowboy is the best thing
It's-
ever.
There's
'Cause
so
he
many
literally-
layers to it.
Yeah, he has the best look. Like when a dog judges you for something like that, you know you fucked
He
up.
definitely like looks up at me. Like I guess I really didn't notice that until you guys said like, look at fucking cow, because
It was Jordan.
somebody was saying like there's just so much, like you just keep watching it and you'll see something different and you're
Oh.
like, what the fuck?
It's wonderful.
That's why I said we're gonna dissect this now.
Oh.
We're getting into it. We're gonna go frame by frame. This is like when the
The
FBI
Zapruder
looked
film.
over the
Yeah.
Zapruder film. Exactly.
Oh, it's so good. I like I said,
Because
it's
then I got to edit.
extremely embarrassing, but
His hand goes back into the right.
back into the right.
It is back into the right. Yes.
back into the right. Oh,
I've never seen a dog judge a human harder than your dog judged you at that moment.
He side-eyed
He
me
loves
so
you.
bad.
I don't know. Max has looked at me a couple times, and I'm calling
But
ducks.
Max always just looks like he's judging the fuck out of you.
Because he's a gentleman.
Maybe.
and he's smarter than all of us.
Probably.
Probably.
Not smart. He ain't gonna drill on no fucking tailgate. I'll tell you that much. Motherfucker ain't even got thumbs. He won't do that.
He's like, nah, bro.
So, maybe go check out our YouTube channel if you would like to see all that footage. It's up there.
All that footage meaning, just give us 25 seconds of your life.
Yeah,
You won't
I mean-
regret it. You're not gonna regret this.
I don't even know if it's 25
I mean, at most.
at most.
Just gotta throw the logo on the front. That's it.
Dude,
So they know.
Oh, and I've got the perfect hashtag or titles we need to use.
oh, so good.
Special education. Power tools.
Adult mentoring.
Yes. Camp
Service
counselor.
dog.
Service dog. Yes.
Oh, it was good. Yeah, so
Well,
So we also all applied for the bison hunt in the Grand Canyon.
yeah, we can talk about it now. I don't know if anybody heard about this, any of you listeners heard about this, but
I'm sure they all did.
for all of you who listen to the Stormwater Creek podcast and not the Meat Eater podcast,
did they talk about that on Meat Eater?
oh god, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
I, don't
Right,
know.
I didn't know about that.
I watched this show.
So yeah, there's a
He has a podcast?
pile of bison
does.
north slope Grand Canyon, and they want 12 people to go thin some out.
It's just 12 people?
Yep.
Damn.
During the 48-hour application period, 45,040 people applied. There's
it's like-
all kinds of takes on it. If you start looking at it, there's some takes that are spun of we've tried every other method and this is our last resort. Like, what else did you try? Like, how else do you get rid of 1,200-pound animals?
You shoot that fucker in the face.
Boom. So, and then there's other ones like, cholin's a normal process, and this, brings up the idea of should this be a regular draw hunt every year, and so kind of what article you read, it's interesting to see the dichotomy
way it's-
of the way it's spun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
It's very interesting.
But I can see spin it that way, like, oh, we've tried everything else, because there's them people that immediately jump to like, oh, this is the first thing y'all did. Y'all just decided let's shoot them, and hunters come in here and just shoot everything that's in there, because
Yeah.
that's how I always feel like the first rebuttal to any draw hunt.
Yeah, but
Agreed.
that's those kind of people's first rebuttal to everything.
Yes,
Yeah.
but
when
at least
science says this is good,
Yeah.
they're not about science; they're about feelings.
They're about
Right.
their science.
feelings.
Feelings.
Which is not science. So it's
Totes.
interesting. We had a close friend, Jesse Hour. He texted me, "I'm applying for this. If I get it, I'm expecting you to be there with me. I'll do the same for you. I'm guessing you applied. Yes, sir. See you there."
Yeah, I mean, we obviously,
So-
if any of us draw that tag,
yeah,
then
we're all
we're all going to Arizona to
Figure
shoot
it
a
out.
bison in the face. We'll
That'd
all
be
hold
cool.
a part of the gun. Now, the rules of that are: you have to get it out of there too?
Yeah,
The only thing that you don't have to carry out is the guts,
basically.
but you got to carry out everything else, right?
I mean, I think it's probably. I haven't read super deep. I mean, you've got to get it out, but I think it's kind of all right. You've got to. There can't be wanton waste, and that's defined by different states
But
differently.
it felt like it was more than just wanton waste. Like bones and shit have to come out.
Do they?
yeah.
I think that's what it
read
was.
really weird.
There was
Well,
like
man,
the head,
that's-
which obviously, I mean, if I shoot a bison,
yeah,
I'm going to bring the head out.
Absolutely.
But seemed like it was like
Interesting.
you got to get the whole fucking thing out of here.
Well,
Like,
here's the deal. You quarter out, and you take your quarters out, and you leave spine and ribs.
but you got to pull all that.
You could either leave the ribs intact and take them out to make bison ribs, which might be cool if they're packable. If not, go you cut between them, get all the meat between them for grind.
Mm-hmm.
So then after you get done packing out hide and head and meat, and then you've got spine and ribs left, go back with a bone saw, and that doesn't weigh that much. couple people. And then cut ribs off. You bundle your ribs together in a pack. Spine, couple sections. I mean, this is clearly me speaking from a couch with a beer and a blanket. So, my opinion is very invalid. But
I mean, I feel like we would have enough numbers that it would be doable. But I mean, can you imagine trying to pack out a bison?
I'm curious. Is he
it's like an elk.
Like twice the size of an elk.
No, an elk's bigger than 500 pounds.
But when you kill an elk, right? Let's say you kill a Rocky Mountain bull elk.
Mm-hmm.
800 pounds on the hoof.
Bison's about 1,000.
Yeah, so you have 400 pounds, 500 pounds of meat on an elk, max. On a bison, you have 7.
Maybe, but it's not linear. It should be pretty linear progression. So your guts weigh more. I don't know. I mean, this is all, couch science here.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like a bison's way bigger than an elk.
I think the hide's definitely heavier.
Dude,
that's
for sure.
For damn sure.
For sure, the hide is heavier.
So
plus, I mean, that's all you're carrying out probably on one trip. Jesus.
a bison?
That'd be a
bison
hell of a coat, though, or a big old comforter.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Like, we don't run the heat this year, sweetheart.
Old
We have
school
a
bison hunter
coat. Oh, yeah.
dude, for sure. So the
Wear it
average
to the grocery
male,
store like Macklemore.
Yes.
an average male bison is 1,000 pounds to 2,200 pounds.
Jesus, 20.
Is a male.
I don't
Female
wanna
is
shoot
set.
it. I don't want to shoot that.
I changed my mind. I changed my mind.
You shoot at
I
1,800.
don't want to.
Yeah. It's just like,
I'm going to throw up.
I mean, you think about that. It's wherever it dies, that's how you have to cut it up.
You don't move it.
I mean,
you don't move an elk and it weighs...
No,
Like
I mean,
an average male elk is 710 pounds to 730 pounds.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So,
Well, this is why we have the beauty of all the world's knowledge at our fingertips to show me that I'm wrong.
I just want to know because I
support
felt like a bison would
Stormwater
be
Creek
bigger.
exclusive.
But I
Austin
thought,
Brown
I thought
admits
they
he's
would.
wrong.
I'm always happy to admit when I'm wrong.
I thought they
just
would.
doesn't happen ever.
I thought they would overlap
Yeah,
somewhere.
Exactly. Suck it.
And
No.
they
They do not overlap
there's
somewhere.
no-
That's crazy.
I mean, just the
I mean, you're
gap.
a female bison.
The
and a
gap?
male
The
elk
gap.
overlap.
That's how you said it. Just the gap.
The gap. Yeah, just 1,000 to 2,200 pounds. Like a 1,700 pound animal you shoot.
I would love
This
to
is
shoot
what.
a bison.
This is why you lasso that son of a bitch and you
A
ride him out of
Lucille?
that.
Did you put
canyon.
in for that?
Yeah,
The bison
I
hunt?
told you guys about it.
Don't start with me in draw hunts, okay? I've tried to get you to do it.
When?
Dude, this is bison at the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, that's epic.
He's got half a point. Half.
And
I
you
ain't never
never
been to
know.
the Grand Canyon before.
He's
man.
just getting
We're
in.
going.
He's just getting into...
We're going in January.
he's just getting into killing ungulates and stuff,
know.
and I don't
I'm just-
say that by any means of a slight.
Yeah, dude.
You're just...
Well, I didn't even fished in like a month.
That's
This is weird.
so weird just talking about it.
That is very weird, actually. I think about it constantly.
I'm very much... I've been doing my fly casting drills. My front
Sweet.
yard.
No one cares.
I do. Okay.
I know. Because we're going to go catch redfish.
Doe Cove, man, is being Doe Cove. A Spy Point just dumped a bunch of pictures.
We're going to catch a bunch of redfish.
I was watching.
Maybe some black drum. Everything else gets kicked back.
If
And
you can,
I've been
I'll say this: having caught a limited black drum one time now on that run in South Padre,
Mm-hmm.
if you can get a black drum in on your fly rod, man, good on you. Because we were using those medium heavy rods, and it was a U shape. And I mean, I was like, "This is a pain to reel in." And we were running
in.
heavy mono and cranking on it.
I got an 8 weight.
I don't know what that means.
If you don't know, you don't need to know.
He's trying to be cute.
And
now.
if you don't know, now you know.
Yeah. So
I'm more talking about
you
your
can't
line.
sing the song. It's against the rules.
yeah,
Dude, I'm
I
fucked
have,
up right now, man. That fucking pizza, dude. It fucked me up.
You are
In the
definitely-
morning, you're gonna feel like shit.
You are gonna feel like hot garbage tomorrow.
So see, you know what the moral of the story is? Don't do what we do. be better than us.
Exactly. You don't have the kind of body to deal with this.
Jared's been at the gym and getting ready for sexy wedding in November, and
Dude.
you're getting svelte.
We're calling it the Swole Patrol.
Okay, we're good with that.
Cool.
I'm gonna fuck Abe up when we do our boxing match.
My God. I got to talk to Sean about that.
You said you were down.
Anywho,
I will fucking fight you 100%.
Why you gotta cuss?
No.
I'm gonna give it my all, buddy.
I'm going to give you...
Can I wear a helmet when we do it, please?
helmet.
Can I wear one of those catcher's masks so you don't mess up my face?
That's how he gets the ladies.
Right.
He's got one.
Oh, yeah, I've got a
Doesn't
slam
matter.
piece.
I got a slam piece.
Yes.
Yeah.
What does everybody think about this Brood X business?
What's...
Beg your pardon?
Go.
Are you kidding?
No, I don't know
The
what
cicada,
this is.
this is like the 7-year or 14-year cicada hatch this year. Brood X.
Oh, Brood. X.
Brood.
You
Brood.
said brood, and I'm like, are you talking about
Did
brood?
that
like it's some
clarify
kind of
what the
X
fuck he was
beer?
talking about for you?
Yeah, I know what the cicada deal is, yeah.
Okay, well, fuck me then.
As much internet surfing that
As
you
you do,
how the fuck do you not know this?
it's a big cicada hatch.
Abe.
Because I look
I'm out on this one.
work. Thank you.
They didn't have an article about the cicadas on heavyr.com, so
Yeah.
I'm not sure what it is.
Is that why that's the...
Dr. Duck hasn't talked about it. Why would I know?
Exactly.
Boom, roasted.
Has meat eater?
Yes.
I don't...
How do you not know?
And,
I don't-
and
I haven't
old
listened to
Cal.
Meat Eater.
Cal
Can
was
we
talking
just-
about
I haven't
cicada
listened to Meat Eater
I'm gonna
recipes.
get a moment of silence for that
Months.
mallard.
Which one?
I sent you guys a picture, man. Down.
Oh, yeah. At least it's a drake, not a hen, man. Makes more than...
Yeah, but I mean, it's sad to see them just die on the side of a city street as opposed to it splashing into a little creek in front of me, and then we're all like, "Fuck yeah, bro! I shot that motherfucker!"
You're spicy tonight.
Yeah.
It's that pizza talking.
I'm ready to duck hunt. Actually,
Me too.
we're talking about that the other night too. We haven't been pig hunting in a while either. I haven't done shit.
We haven't done anything in like a
'Cause
month
there's
and a
no,
half.
A, there's all this rain, and B, there's no ammo. Like when I took a couple buddies out who hadn't shot pigs before, one of them has. The other one's never shot anything, wasn't feathered. The conversation started, one of them texted me, "Hey man, you know any outfitters that are your decent pig hunting places around DFW?" I said, I mean, there's a handful I follow that are, do ducks and pigs and stuff, but you want to pay somebody to shoot pigs? Like,
When
seems
you know
highly.
us? Yeah.
The only time I think I'd want to pay money to do a pig hunt is if I was in a helicopter.
Exactly.
100%.
Because at that point, you're paying for a helicopter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You ain't paying for a pig.
Fuck no.
You're paying to ride around and play a video game in real life.
Exactly.
Or-
Yeah.
How
So-
do you shoot the women and children?
That always brings
Oh my
up
God.
the thought in my mind of like the whole, do people really care about getting rid of pigs if you're charging so much money to hunt pigs?
Sure. Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like
That's a
if
question.
you charge a little bit of money to take people out to hunt pigs to try to get rid of them, that's different. But I mean, like there's some serious cash people pay. Like
yeah, people
How
charge
many
500
people
bucks
from-
to go shoot pig.
yeah, like $500 to shoot a pig.
If they're going to tear up your land and you can charge $500 to have somebody come out and shoot a pig, why wouldn't you?
I get it.
I mean,
but
yeah,
that's
and-
my,
Like
I mean,
in the
devil's
other
advocate
aspect.
is fine. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like that always
Yeah.
brings up the
You
good
want to spend
point
the
of-
money on ammo and weapon and optics, and there's some corporate people from the city who just want to come out.
Oh,
Make
we're not
that money.
arguing with the business of it.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Yeah.
talking about does it
The-
discourage people from actually caring about controlling them, or does it encourage them, like, leave them be
I
so we
think
can...
Steve's analogy was about anything like this, that if you had a magic wand and you could
Steve.
Ranella.
wave that magic wand
Mhm.
and make it disappear, would you wave the magic wand? And I think 99% of the people, I say 80% of the people would not wave the magic wand.
Mhm.
They
'Cause
want to
it's
bitch about
fun
it.
activity.
They want to. They want to
And
complain
bitching
about
it makes you feel
And they're-
justified.
and they're
Correct.
and they're delicious.
Yeah.
And you don't want anyone to ever not know that, that they are an invasive species and they are like, I mean, they breed like crazy.
They're like fat
And
girls.
you don't want someone to be like,
Talk shit about
well,
them.
well, maybe you do need
Till
a
it's
hunting
time to take
license.
home.
Like Texas brings back the hunting license for them and all that stuff. Like,
This is your friend. We're changing.
This is why I was
We're
gone for a month.
We're
you
moving.
piece of shit.
I think your name. What did we call you? Helmet for a while or something. But we're gonna change that to drill bit.
Oh, DB over here.
Drill bit. That's
What was the other name we had?
I think it was helmet.
Helmet was one.
Yeah, there's helmet.
No, we had another nickname for him,
What was
too.
the one from the trip down
It
south?
was some other stupid thing that he had done.
But helmet.
No. We started calling him Lunchbox.
That's right.
Because he had that Dr. Doc bag. Dr. Doc.
Dr.
Oh, he's all drunk on carbs right now.
Dude, I told you I'm fucked up right now. You had the Dr. Duck bag, and
Full of
all you had
debris.
was just snacks in there.
Why don't you go ahead and tell him what I talked to you about, Austin?
You get your arms back, and you're like, tell him what I told you about.
Tell him. You'll get a lot of... Did I not talk to you about this? Dr. Duck has waiters coming out soon.
Yeah. You said it to the group.
So
What's wrong with your
have
waiters?
have you seen them?
No, not yet.
I was curious.
Who's making them?
He got new waiters. Cause
We all got the same waiters last season.
Right. He needs new waiters. His are fucked.
Both
Mine are
his are
leaky.
Mine are leaky.
I'm gonna try to patch them out.
Mine
with
are
some
fine.
sugar,
Mine's
whatever.
been leaking for a while, and mine are starting to leak. Like it's not even a leak anymore. Like it's
you
a
have
definite.
a heavy flow of water into your fucking
Because
waiters.
I have an
were you out with
even
us?
flow.
Gritch, were you out with us last time?
I remember him telling you.
When I pull my waders off, like my fleece pants underneath were literally wet. Like I could wring them out, like,
Yeah.
all
'Cause-
over them.
So remember the end of duck season, I got very meh and kept deer hunting because it was just so bad. So we went out there a few times, and I think we made Will mad because we all went out, remember?
Yeah.
And it turned into I was just shooting the shit.
Just being...
Like,
We were doing this.
yeah,
In a
exactly.
duck blind.
In a duck blind. And
But the other thing about it is that's what you do. It's not like it wasn't like there were ducks flying over and we were fucking around and not
Yeah,
seeing them.
there's
a couple
I mean,
times, but
You didn't
you
see
mean one
me.
and,
time
we,
one
and by that point in the
fucking
season, we were
missile?
all so over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we're going for the sake of going with zero expectations.
It was like,
and he's
oh,
like,
you guys are going.
gun in
Shit, I
hand.
can't go because then I'm the guy who didn't go, and they're gonna see a bunch of birds. So okay, we're all gonna go then.
Yeah.
and it was just
and
a
we're all
big
gonna
mess.
see no birds.
It was great. We had fun.
That was when we took the Armada out. Yeah.
But then I didn't hunt for a minute because I was trying to get a deer and just kind of was over it. And then we did that hunt on the coast, and there was one more weekend left, and I said, I'm done. I'm ending on a high note because if I end on a shitty note after the, I don't want to say horrible, on the meh season that it
It was
was,
a lackluster season.
You had a struggle for deer.
I'm talking for duck, but yes,
Yeah.
I really
Thanks
was
for bringing that up, babe.
set on a deer, and it didn't happen. That's fine.
I went for 24 months and didn't see a deer, so I've been there, done that for him.
I mean, I saw a ton, but I was
That's what I'm
picky, and I'm not even mad.
You're going for something.
Yeah. But then the ducks were meh. We shot some cool ducks.
Yeah, we went to the lease that last weekend and we were sitting out for pigs, and of course, last day there, running out through the bottom,
Bust up a bunch of
and
ducks.
a bunch of wood ducks. Son of a
Of course.
bitch.
So
You saw that bobcat? That was cool. Of course, we didn't have any
just
weapons.
a
with
big
us.
one walking down the middle of the road.
I got my wood duck mount. I'm super.
It looks
stoked
great,
about
buddy.
It, dude.
It's
I love it.
Whitney like it?
And, yeah, she picked that position of it, and I agree. When she first picked it, I was like, "You can pick whatever, however you want it mounted, because we're putting it in the living room. I just want this mount." And she picked that position, and it's like wings are kind of out, but it's on a limb looking down, like if something was underneath it, and it was curious about it. And she was like, "That looked really
Is
cute."
it squawking, mouth open?
Nope.
Chuck did a great job, man.
Yeah.
I'm still stoked about my birds. Man.
Yeah.
They're great.
Picking up 2 tomorrow.
Oh, he finally told you they're good.
Yeah, he sent me the final pictures today. They look good.
They do look good.
All the pins are out.
He does such good work.
I got my mallard this year,
I
and I got the bonus hen. So
Mm-hmm.
next season we'll see. Probably the Woody.
That's... Obviously, we have the farm. I have another wood duck hole, too, we can go to. Should be good.
I'm excited about those. Because the green teal mounts
So,
get so iffy to me
Yeah.
because sometimes they've got that almost little wood duck
cowlick.
cowlick, yeah, and sometimes I think it looks weird, and sometimes I feel like their necks look scrawny. So this green wing's preening, and I think it hides that, but shows the colors and the speculum well. And
That's why. As
I'm
soon as
very-
I saw yours I was kind of annoyed. I was like, I should have had those nice the 3 blue wings that I got during teal season. They look nice, but I was like, whatever.
It's so early too. They probably weren't full plumage.
Right. That hen still was kind of like, he showed me a few spots. It had a little bit of wing damage on it, but it still looked damn good.
That's part of it.
That flight pintail
is badass.
Like I love. I'm curious. The one I saw was yours. So I took pictures of a pintail at Chuck's when I picked up mine. It was like, I love this position.
Yeah.
And I had him. He's like, "What do you think about the belly?" I was like, "Do the anti-rust and bleach it out so it's pure white." I'm excited to get him.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. Duck season is. I'm super excited about.
I've got more of last year. I feel like rolling into it and remind me, but I feel like I was kind of meh.
Yeah, I mean,
as of right now, I'm very excited for duck season.
Yeah.
So maybe I've gotten back this year. I'm still going to go hard for a nice buck.
Well, this year we talked about it. Like, I'm going to try to get the Arkansas deal hooked up. I want to do. We made fun of you a bunch this last season because you're went 0 to 100 real quick, dude, and you still need to calm the fuck down. But I think, this season I'm down to put a little bit of miles down and try some spots.
We got to do it before season and knock out these spots on lake levels based on the information we're gathering.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that thing is.
We're leaving it alone because nobody's stealing my idea.
Yeah.
Oh.
And on to the next thing.
We're building an information database to help our duck hunting, and I think it's a pretty good idea. So I don't want it stolen.
We're gonna give it a season to test out, and if it's something
that
helps, then we're gonna.
I don't want to give details.
I don't want to give details.
Because I could see, like Onyx or somebody.
It's a lot of fun to go out.
But
I mean, here's the thing: it kind of sucks sometimes to go out, and
it's awesome.
Like
we're having 2 conversations.
I know. I'm trying to get them to stop talking. That's what.
You shut the hell up.
So what you do is you make eye contact.
Watch your mouth.
I'm the captain now.
See how he got you to stop talking? That's how you do it.
I'm sorry. Continue.
He didn't get you to stop talking. Yes. Poop roasted.
Poop roasted. Just going and exploring is a lot of fun.
I mean, you were on a lot of shit this past season, but just even like getting me out, like, all right, cool, fuck, I'll drive an hour and a half out of town, whatever. Let's go try out this new spot. I've never been there before. Oh, we got to walk in. This is miserable. Whatever. Cool. Now we're sitting down waiting for ducks. This is cool. Because, all right, I didn't shoot anything. And that one day we went out and it was raining. It was miserable. But it's like, fuck it. We're duck hunting.
Yeah.
You know, like, we're going to see.
Dude,
we saw some birds moving around.
That was by far one of the worst days I've ever had.
Where were y'all at?
Cooper.
Yeah. It was raining. Like, not like.
You went same spot we went to?
Yes. But in a different spot in that spot.
Gotcha.
It was in a different spot in that spot.
Mm-hmm.
Area.
We were in a whole different area. Yeah. Yeah, man. It was shitty.
That was terrible.
Jordan and I sat through a monsoon once.
Little Austin was with us.
Mm-hmm.
You've been through that. That's
that's
terrible.
one of my favorite
just wet
Austin stories.
Oh my gosh.
Eating fucking
chips.
Doritos.
Jordan and I got there. We got there plenty early. They had never duck hunted, and we kind of grabbed brush and built them a little blind, like stay kind of tucked up into this. And we're gonna sit on this little point out here, away from y'all in these trees. You know, if they come, hopefully they kind of come to y'all. But if they circle over us, we'll shoot at them. Cool. And this thunderhead just rolls through right before shooting light and just hammers us, like hammers.
Like the kind of rain, it might be the same thing, like where you have to keep your head down, because if you don't get the rain to run off of your head,
it's filling
it
up.
fills everything up, like
a lightning storm.
Position.
Like it was crazy. And
being in lightning outside, where you're out, you have nowhere to go is. I hate it.
We were kind of up in trees. It was. I wasn't worried about it, but it was like, man, this is an experience. Just sitting in the rain while it goes shit crazy. Yeah. And then it clears up, and we kind of look over there to check on them. And he's kicked back 3 feet from the blind in his chair eating chips. Like, I give up. We're done here.
Well, wasn't he wearing a jacket that
was
like
a blue rain jacket, just with a bright, shiny bag of chips? Like, just looking for ducks. Like, I give up.
And it would only be better if we were deer hunting, because it was like we noticed it because he was pretty far away from us. I could hear the bag. And like,
Hey guys, want some chips?
I loved,
Yeah, you guys.
I loved it.
Hold it up.
Because like you can see, yeah, you can see Grinch like the little twitch of the eyebrow, and I was rolling on the ground laughing, which probably didn't help what was going on. And he's like, we built that blind. I'm like, I know, dude. Like,
You
we
built
told
that
the
blind, and they're. Why are they in front of it?
What are you doing?
You're not even 3 feet behind it, which I can at least give you the fucking grace of that. But you're in front of it. Oh, yeah.
That was a pretty good spot, though. I mean, we didn't shoot anything or see anything, but like, it,
Yeah.
it like getting there in that lake.
Dude,
This is a great
you
spot.
you heard what you just said, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw up.
It's a great spot. We didn't see anything or shoot anything.
Well, we sat there, but like
Pretty
we've
great
seen,
spot.
but we've seen that was the one we can see, and we've seen birds fly like in droves over that when we were on the other side because we've commented on it. Like that was that spot that we sat there, getting there, and the way it was set up with the vegetation around you, and the being able to hide. We were like, this would be really good if there was ducks over here. But as we went to the other side, we always saw ducks flying over that area, like a lot. We always hear shooting from that area.
That lake is so weird to me.
It's the worst lake.
I agree with them. They're laughing right now. I get it.
My stomach hurts right now.
I'm half laughing at him laughing now. So
I'm fucking
It's the
crying. I'm fucking crying.
That lake has been a thorn.
It's a pretty great spot. I mean, we didn't ever see anything or shoot anything, but it's pretty great. Come on, buddy.
All right, we can't top that. Podcast over.
we talked about me drilling fucking a pipe on my tailgate and almost Tanya Harding myself. Okay, this has been a podcast greatness. Oh,
My face hurts a little bit from smiling.
oh
good.
God.
Because you're not used to it. What do you like, Wednesday Addams? I smiled twice. My face hurts.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's funny right there. I don't care who you are. It's fine.
Oh my God.
Ooh, boy.
Yeah, when you get your boat set up so that you're.
We were driving by. My dad lives out there in Little Elm, kind of close to,
Mhm.
in the area where we hunt. Just telling Steph, was updating her about duck season out there this year, which she gave no shits about.
It's like a
But I was
dog
like,
who'd been shown a
with-
card trick.
It's like, without fail, every time I'd pull up to the spot, I'd have to take a shit. And so I was like, yeah, there's, a lot of shit back in those woods for me.
She's just like, what did you say?
Why are
Did
you telling me this?
Did you shit in the woods?
Why are you-
You
Yeah.
gotta shit in the woods, man.
Ugh.
Why are you telling me this?
Oh my God, I've gotten to where I can just like with
Court
my
get-
wife when I can see that switch flip in her head when I'm just talking and she's just like
Yeah, mine
it
too.
just shuts off. Now I used to try to be like, oh well, let's change the subject to get her engaged. Now I just
shut it down.
Now I just steer into it
Steer
and
into
see
it?
how long I can go before she's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I mean, I don't even understand what you're saying. You know,
See, I-
it's a fun
What
little
you're
game.
saying?
It's a fun little game I play.
I just shut it. I just
If
stop.
you're married,
I just stop and see if they even notice.
But see, that's no fun to me. I want to see how far I can get inside of her head.
It's my
Before
feelings
she-
get hurt because I'm trying to tell a cool story.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's why I turn
I'm
it
like,
around and make it a little
babe,
game for myself.
babe,
I thought you were
trying-
interested.
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
thought you married me for my
And I hear you
personality.
drone on and on about clothes.
That's why Steph, she's a patient woman. Because I'll just, scream at her randomly in the house. Just be like, bang! What? Hey.
Cool.
Yeah, if you don't have some game that you play with your wife,
You got to.
then you're not doing marriage, right?
No, there's got to be something there. But yeah, we'll get your boat set up.
We got practice now.
Fuck it, dude. I'm going to sell it. I'm just going to buy a Prodigy
Okay.
Dude, I
Do it.
support you.
before
Do it.
you.
Dude.
Why would I care?
Oh my God. Race. Bet.
Why
you
would
got,
I care?
You got a ticket to ride?
Why would I
He's
care?
got a
I do.
ticket
I've drug
to
your
ride.
dumbass around my
You
boat.
don't care.
Yes, sir. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to
Are
it.
you really gonna buy Prodigy?
No, fuck no.
No, don't say things like
The
that.
next
Ben.
boat that I will probably purchase
Havoc.
will end up being a bass boat.
And Havoc.
A tri-tune.
So I think the
You
idea
try to.
of what you two are thinking about is the right way to go. You buy a skiff, You buy a bass boat.
Tri-tune.
Tri-tune.
No. This is the thing. Steph's more into the idea. We've actually had a long discussion about this because
Pontoon boat.
we have the
Tri-tune.
Armada. Get me a little pontoon boat.
Tri-tune.
Perfect.
We can all have fun on it. Go fuck around.
No
We
one's
can still
listening.
fish on it.
Tri-tune. Get a tri-tune.
You can shit off the side of it if you want to.
Mm-hmm. You get a skiff.
You got a problem, SA.
You get a tri-tune. You get a
Sometimes you
Prodigy.
get shit in the water.
You
It's
get a
not good
Prodigy.
for you to hold it,
Dude,
man. Bad for your
I
prostate.
want that. But I've kind of been
Sorry,
like
I
the
skipped
Havoc
off
boats. I like the Havocs. I'm definitely digging the Havocs.
Buy a helicopter.
Get a crimped bottom.
I want something that I can fucking run shit over with. Real bad. I don't want to have to worry about anything. I just want to hit shit and bounce off of it.
We
still
thought
going
that's what we
to
could do in that.
be able to pop a hole in it. You know that,
We-
right?
No, I know.
We
I
can.
want you to know.
I just don't want to. I don't want to
Can't
have to
hit
deal.
steel with aluminum, which we didn't know the
We
steel
can't
was there.
Hit the fucking barriers on the beach at Normandy and
Basically.
didn't expect to survive.
I'm talking about the random ass shit that you and I have hit that we've been like, you have been spotlighting in front of me. I'm going slow, and then all of a sudden we're like, oh God, what was that? And we hit a.
It doesn't worry me except for how much it flexes.
There's definitely
Like
a.
you can feel the flex underneath you, and you're like, ooh,
Yeah.
ooh.
There's definitely some. It's weird to hit something.
When you're in a double hold boat like yours, like when we hit that one thing that was bad, and I was like, all right, we got time. Like we didn't have much time.
It's
We had
definitely
time.
the keys doing
In
that.
his boat, you puncture a hole in the bottom of it, and it's like.
Swim, motherfucker, swim!
Like I will sound like Abe when he used to be in a normal John boat and there was like a little bit of water coming in. He's like, "We gotta go back, boys. We gotta go back." I'd be like, "It's really cold and the water is rushing in." Imagine hitting that like steel in his boat.
That
Oh
would've-
yeah, it would have wrecked. It would have ripped it.
No,
Yeah.
that would have gone through punctured all the way through, and I would have been impaled.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No doubt.
That would have come through that boat bunk. I mean, through the front seat.
The bench, yeah.
The bench.
You're dead.
That's the problem. Is I'm like now I'm to the point where I either keep dumping money into that small boat or I just stop, which is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But
What
like,
else would you do?
The boat's done.
I know, but I would love to
I mean,
put
maybe
like
a bigger prop.
I'm gonna buy the
I
8.5.
just want to buy one of those service drive kits to put on there.
No, I'm not doing that.
What else would you do?
The two things I want to do are I think I want to weld that motor mount to the boat.
Don't do it willy-nilly. Have them remove all the wood from the transom.
No, I know, and build the
a
I-beam.
aluminum transom.
Yeah.
And then weld it, and then it's.
I don't disagree with you though. Like not doing anything else like
Totally.
to it. I mean,
The only
boat's
other thing
done.
is just to put a piece of metal on the bottom that steel to but
You don't put steel.
we don't actually.
well, not steel. I'm
You don't
just
run
saying
over that much stuff, and you've gotten most of the places you're going to take that thing. It's
Are-
not like
yeah.
It's not like what we were doing that day.
When did y'all hit stuff?
Just randomly when we going out. Like I mean, you hit little stumps and stuff like that, and you can feel them.
Yeah, I mean, and they're under the water, like not like
I've hit a handful.
yeah, but it's
Burr!
Yeah, but
it's
in your
just-
boat when we hit
yeah.
them, I'm like, woo, okay, keep on going, like no big deal.
No,
And his,
I
like-
get it. I get it. 100%.
It's not.
Like it
Terrifying.
and it makes a noise that sounds like a tin can being crushed.
Yeah,
Like and like it flexes, and you're like,
I've got the same boat.
Oh,
No, I know.
Yeah.
I get
It's
it.
not fun.
It's fine. Buff out.
but that's why like
yeah, I'm not worried. I mean,
I wanna try to find these
right when
places.
it happens is where I'm like, oh, and I'm like, whatever. It's like when a spider crawls down your neck. It's not really that big of a deal, but right off the bat, you're like, what the fuck is that?
That's a big deal right then.
right then. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for duck season, and I mean, after talking to Greg, I'm super excited about saddle hunting.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about going after some deer this year on public land and private.
We're gonna do some hunting, but also ready for this fucking rain to stop because we just need to get some fishing in.
Yeah.
We hadn't had a long,
Yeah.
just a hard day of. I mean, the last long hard day we had of fishing was September last year. You know, like I just want a day like that.
Yeah,
like,
you and I kayaked that day, but We got.
It was.
I
yeah,
was
it was kinda
super
meh.
disappointed that we didn't go to the Brazos. I get the reasons, but
We still can.
yeah. But I was really looking forward to last weekend going to the Brazos.
Well, that too. Yeah, I was super stoked because I went and got that kayak, and I've only took it out a handful of times. Which I kind of expected buying a kayak. I ain't gonna be on it every weekend, but it's like, yeah, cool. I want to get it on the water, and I want to get some time out, and I want to, like, fuck, it's hot and this is miserable, but I'm catching fish and we're having a good time.
Jump in the water a little bit. Get back in a kayak.
Drink some beers. Have a lunch.
I mean, I think by July we'll be fine. I can't imagine this is going to last that much longer. We're done here in the next 10, 12 days max.
Yeah.
Better be.
I mean, if not, then... I mean, we were talking about this the other day, about just how much water...
Start killing people.
How much
what y'all were
water?
talking about,
How much
weren't
water
y'all?
has to continuously
Going on
fall
a shooting spree.
this time of year for it to affect the water levels in duck season?
It does. This has zero to do with duck season. There is years ago.
What I'm asking is
been
how much longer until it does have some sort of an effect on the water levels at the beginning of duck season.
Maybe it was 15. That year, is that the year?
That was the year that it flooded so bad.
There was some flooded timber that appeared on a local lake that ducks piled into that I didn't really put two and two together because it was like my second year to ever duck hunt or something. Mm-hmm. If this happens again, I've got the spot. And if it's that flooded, we can boat to it.
Dude, let's go. Let's go. I'm excited for it.
It's walkable, too, but boating's way more fun than walking.
Yeah. Fuck that. So we need a...
Everybody get in!
If you're listening to this and you have a disability, we'd love that.
We were talking about that last time. Like a short walk,
podcast.
it's like almost like, especially on some weekends, you're like, let's just walk over there. No big deal. But like most walks that we do, I'd much rather boat.
Totally.
Especially in duck pants.
I'll tell you, to revisit the wader topic, is the reason I want a new pair of waders is because I want to move back to breathables. After a year in...
I've only known neoprene, so that's why these are leaky, the seams are starting to pull, my balls are getting wet. It's like, cool, let me try
How'd y'all destroy these in one season?
Because I'm delicately walking through shit, man. I'm getting shit done, dude. Being all dainty, walking through the water.
I hunted 3 times a week.
I hunted a decent amount.
Yeah, I mean, I walked in way more than you did.
It's true.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm hard on things.
I think I want some stocking foot to go boots. I found those ones.
You showed me those. Those are pretty neat.
They're breathable.
I mean, I definitely... Cheap. I just want a good pair of boots. That's
the boots are going to be as much as the waders.
That's going to be the
boots are going to be as much as the waders.
But supposedly I'm in my search. I have limited it down to banded gator waders, and now I'm super interested in the Dr. Duck waders just to see what they look like.
That's why I asked, like, you've seen them because, like,
they talked about them on the last podcast.
I will admit that for sure, Dr. Duck puts a lot of thought into his product. Like
for
that,
sure.
Like your lunchbox,
because it's
huge, but it is super.
Hunters,
like if you were hunting public land and doing like a long
walk-in,
it's a heavy thing to have, but you would have everything. You have room for a few decoys. You have room for, a lot of stuff in there.
So they redesigned that bag this year. They were talking about. So now the inner compartments, they are actually going to make it where, it's fully submersible up to like 30 inches of water. You can push the whole thing under 30 inches of water. It won't leak at all. The whole locker system can be pulled out and it will just be a blank, empty bag. Or you can put the locker system back in and then change the shelf height and width, the length.
That's cool.
I was like, damn, that's badass.
That's why I was wondering about their waders. Like, I'm always curious about, like, because I went from my cheap pair of waders, which weren't bad at all.
Yeah.
I had a pair of Gander Mountain, Ducks Unlimited, were my first waders.
First foray.
Just neoprene waders. and there was no bells and whistles on them.
Yeah.
You know, like, which is fine. You don't really need them. But then when I got my Drakes, like, yeah, like your little compartments that were there, the hand warmer inside of them, like I use that hand warmer a lot. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
that thing was legit, and
that's.
there was just little things about them where you're
Yeah.
like, this is super nice.
I mean, I think that's the difference between a $180 pair of waders and a $400 pair of waders.
120.
Yeah, I mean, I mean that's what I'm saying. That like sub $200 pair of waders, they're gonna work, and they're just. But then if you want to go above that, you can really get. And so from what they've talked about, the biggest thing is just they're gonna fit like blue jeans instead of real
Yeah.
baggy. The other thing is the boots.
I've never understood that about waders because
So
I've
baggy.
never worn a pair of waders that didn't fit. Like either I've taken a crap in my pants,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
like y'all always comment. My Drakes were, I mean,
They're
they were
way too
they were
big.
they were way baggy. I had to wear a belt and kind of cinch it in to make it. You know, I had to wear a belt so it didn't feel like real balloon dummy.
Those neoprene ones that I had, it's because I've got a wide foot, so I can't buy my actual boot size. I'd have to get bigger, which then the waders are bigger.
Yeah.
And so that's why I got lucky with the Magellan ones. You know, like my first pair. It's like, oh, okay, these don't fit too bad. But yeah, I just moving breathable.
I mean, the thing about too the breathables, the boots are super lightweight, and then just they're going to be completely uninsulated, and you just layer up underneath them. So I'm totally good with that.
Well,
I mean, the boot is the only thing that I kind of want some insulation on, anyways.
down here, I can definitely see that because we
I mean,
we bust ice, but it's normally not that bad. Like,
it's 30, 28, 29.
yeah,
I mean, what's the coldest we've ever hunted in is upper 20s. I mean, maybe we've hunted in the
mid-20s.
mid 20s, but we're not. That's a couple days, maybe one day
Well,
out
and,
of the
and
year.
when we bust ice, it's always in the shade, in a
Yeah.
place that's shady normally,
Yeah.
and we're always surprised. All of a sudden, we're back. Wait, what's
Oh,
that noise in the
that's-
boat? Oh, crap!
That's ice.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
ice.
But
It's always in shallow water.
Yeah.
I want to get a new pair real bad this year.
God.
The Bandits are
Can you
pretty
imagine
badass.
if we had
Bandit
gotten
makes good stuff.
that big freeze during duck season?
Oh my god!
I
So
would have taken my boat to the boat ramp on my side by side and just. This is what happens.
Mhm.
Totally. I got 4-wheel drive. I would have made it over here. Would have done some shit.
Just like everybody come stay.
100,
That little Mr. Buddy heater kept this room like 72 degrees. Like
dude.
push his couch back, air mattresses. We live up here.
It's a big sleepover.
I feel like there's still so many fucking ducks down here. I mean, they're everywhere over
You've
my.
been seeing them. I've been seeing them too. I've seen
Everywhere.
dead ones, but
Hell, I was telling Grinch the other day, I busted 2 mallard drakes up in the ditch next to my house, like in the middle of my neighborhood. There's no big water around there anywhere.
I mean, obviously, I've seen them near the lake, but they're everywhere. I go over by my house. There's 2 mallards and a hen, a mallard and a hen.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a group of like 10 the other day. It was insane. So,
They're everywhere.
Erwar. But it's about that time to say goodbye. Say goodbye. I don't know. I was trying to think of some like song. Jared's
Au revoir,
fucking
farewell.
drunk.
I'll be the same.
He's drunk on pizza dough.
He's
Alright.
all jacked up right now.
I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
We gotta go kill some raccoons. It's every night. There's 6 raccoons under the corner feeder some nights.
Go, dude.
Dude, let's get those hand traps.
Pew pew.
I've got to. Right in that closet right there.
Let's go. Let's go.
I don't know if we're in season on those right now, honestly.
Oh.
But we should go hunt them.
Yeah, we should. With 22s.
223,
Yes.
300 Win Mag. Whatever.
Dude,
I have a 3-on Win Mag that we need to shoot.
Shoot a raccoon
Let's
with
shoot
it.
a
Nah,
three.
man. I want to practice the the jump and the tuck and roll and the pistol draw move. Take out some raccoons like I'm John Wick.
Like great value, John Wick.
Get my katana. I need to get the katana.
I still love that Red Fang video. It's still one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I'd probably give you some money if you could katana a raccoon.
You'd give me some money.
Yeah. He'd pay for your katana 100% is what I heard.
Get me some Japanese steel, dude. I'll kill Bill these motherfuckers.
If you can katana
Give him the 5-fist punch of death.
a raccoon, I'll buy you a piece of Japanese steel.
What? I need it to katana the raccoon.
Why? Can't you use a baseball bat?
That's not a katana, you
Can't
idiot.
you go get one from Trader's Village?
That's
It
where he
won't be
has now.
Japanese steel.
Well, then
It's
you
a false
earn,
economy. It'll break
You
the
earn
first
your
time you use it.
Japanese
you
steel.
earn the Japanese steel.
That's what he's trying
you
to
don't
say.
get the Japanese steel.
You ain't my sensei, bitch.
Whoa.
Clearly not.
Well, you'd like to think you
Well,
I don't
might.
think
he's
you can
like
get
a-
in katana length of a raccoon.
He's like a gremlin, but with pizza.
Totally. We got him wet.
Yeah.
Don't feed him
Yeah,
after
you did.
midnight.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
did. Yeah. Well, we'd like to thank everybody for listening to another wild and crazy episode of the Stormwater Creek Podcast.
Big, massive, humongous shout out to our buddies at AccuFire. Brandon, you're the man, dude.
Gosh.
Also, Jackie P. Texas
Jackie
Hog Bait.
P. You bring in the pigs.
You're bringing the pigs to me.
You bring in the pigs.
I'm a happy man.
Jackie
This is
brings
the
in
worst,
the fat ones.
These are the worst plugs ever.
Although you're a plug.
I'm-
A butt plug.
I want to try to come up with a
He's got
with
you-
a,
you're
with a
stinky.
spin
I
on
quit.
Texas hog bait that's
Get out
like
of
it
my
brings in
house.
the big ones, like fat girls.
All right. Well, you guys don't
Hey,
forget to
hey,
check out the
I love that
Instagram.
Abe looked like he just teed you up one.
Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel once we put up Abe's fail video. Please. It's amazing.
Make it go viral.
What if that's our launching point? Is me almost fucking killing myself with
Not
a fucking
killing.
You didn't kill yourself.
Tanya
You just would've
Harding.
hurt
Tanya
yourself.
Harding myself with a.
Taking out your own kneecap.
If you would have actually taken
Who's
out
Tanya
a
Harding?
nut,
Oh my
it would have
god!
been even funnier.
Can you
'Cause
imagine?
we could have
if
made the noise. Of
you-
whoop, 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 whoop.
Also, if
if
you guys
could imagine,
just please donate so that we can get Abe some cordless tools. This
could
boy's
you
still
imagine?
power corded
What?
fucking drill.
I know
Yeah,
we
do
sent
we-
that to Will, and Will's was like, "Abe, don't ever change." And why are you using a corded drill? I'm like, I just fucking almost took my kneecaps out, and that's your response.
I don't think you would have taken a kneecap out. I just would
Dude.
have you would take a little chunk of skin.
Like you thought that video was funnier? Can you imagine how much funnier it would be as if that thing walked around and hit me in the knee and just
crumpled.
crumpled and screaming?
And then Cowboy
and
just starts
Still-
slicking you in
yeah.
the face.
Still holding the
just
trigger.
on my back,
Ting,
just
ting, 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 ting.
oh, I just bust out a tail light on my truck, and
You drilling through to your tailgate accidentally would have
Alright.
been just as good
Look,
to me.
look.
Oh no!
It's like
And
the videos
I
of the
could look at
girls-
you would like immediately look toward the house like Tracy's gonna kill me.
Did somebody see
I
this?
was gonna say, if you ever knock a hole in your tail light or anything like that, or Tracy's tail light, I want you to film when you go tell her.
Something happened.
Hi,
Hey,
it's me.
Hi. How about that right? Ed?
She's like looking at her iPad and she brings it down and you're just like resting on your hands. You're like, hey,
Hey.
what you doing?
you want to watch 90 Day Fiance?
I
real
drilled a
fast?
hole in my tailgate.
What you thinking about?
What you thinking about?
All right, we're done here.
All right,
Do
Q
all
Brayley.
those things.
Stormwater Creek is the best. Grinch, the captain. Abe, the helper. Jordan, the problem solver. I hope you like Stormwater Creek. Stormwater Creek.